So Neil, a 1-0 defeat, how do you feel?
Disappointed. Not going to be overcritical, to be honest, because I think what the lads have put in for the last week has been unbelievable. We've had 3 tough games, 4 today, and we've come out with 9 points. And if you'd said that before the Christmas period, we've been absolutely delighted. Obviously, once you get to 9 out of 9, you want to try and at least get a point, if not 3. But you have to give massive credit to Wealdstone today. Listen, they're a good side. They've got some great players in their team, and they came with a freedom today. They didn't have their home crowd on their backs, which, having been there a week ago, they're on their backs and it doesn't help them. And they didn't have that today, and their fans were right behind them, and they played with a freedom today, and they worked hard. They pressed us. They shut us down.
Did they deserve to win?
I can't really remember too many chances from either side. It was a relatively scrappy game at times. I think we've had a few chances, they've had a few chances, but the main thing is we've switched off on a corner, and the lads had a free header and scored a goal, and that's the difference in football, and we've been brilliant. We've been brilliant defensively all season, and it's just one of those things. It's a game of football. It's 90 minutes and anything can happen, and unfortunately I just didn't feel there was necessarily that urgency, and whether that's come from what we put in over the last week, who knows? But
not quite hungry enough.
Listen, I'll never say that they aren't hungry, because they are hungry. They want to win, and it's just one of those things. Football, you don't get everything your own way. You don't win every game of football. To have won the last 3 on the Barretts is fantastic. People have to take stock of where we are. We're a league higher. We're knocking on the doors of the playoffs. Everything that we could hope to have been, and we're 22 games in still, and I think we've conceded 21 goals. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant start, and coupled with the FA Cup, I won't have a bad word said against them. So they've been fantastic for us over the Christmas period.
And in terms of the team and how you lined up, what were the messages before the game and at half time?
Well, again, we took the opportunity to 1 or 2 that were just struggling a little bit. Had put in some real performances, and you try and use 1 or 2 as much as we can. And we said, we've got to be positive. We said that the game would be completely the opposite to the game at Wealdstone. Always say that when you play the side twice in a week, it's very, very difficult to go and get back-to-back wins. We put on a real good performance in their place, and deservedly got the 3 points. And they've come here today, and they're right up for it. They're fighting for everything, and as I say, they pressed us really, really well. And they've always got the threat in behind of Pratt. I know he hasn't scored lots this season, but he's always a threat in behind. And as a side, they worked hard for each other today, and so did we. We still worked hard for each other, but maybe we just didn't have that final bit of quality, that final bit of luck, maybe. And that's football. So we'll take it on the chin. We'll come again Thursday, and we'll look to try and get something talky.
And in terms of the game and how it played out, you obviously took Ben off at half time. What was the reason behind that?
Well, Ben had been ill beforehand. He told us that he wasn't feeling great. He was on a booking, and he was sort of in that mode where you worry that he might get himself sent off, and we wanted to give Dejan an opportunity, and that was the decision we made. So we made it because we felt that he might have earned himself a yellow card. The way he plays, I love the way Ben plays. He plays with an edge, and he obviously wins free kicks, and he puts everything in, and sometimes you just have to be a little bit careful. And we just felt that it was the right decision. Whether it was, it's irrelevant. We've lost the game, and that's down to us.
And going behind so early in the second half, was there much you could do to kind of change it around and kind of fight back?
Yeah, we tried sort of tinkering a little bit with formation. We ended up with a 3 at the back and trying to play Manny in the hole, but I just don't think we passed the ball well enough. We just said that we might need to look at playing a different way at home, because I think our last sort of 2 or 3 performances, probably up until since the Gillingham game, I don't think we've been great. We've always had joy of moving the ball and getting it wide and getting balls into the box, and I think maybe we've just lost that a little bit, and maybe we need to look at that for home games, because you know, we've been playing away from home, and we've been putting in a real shift, and you know, obviously we've changed the formation a couple of times recently, and it seemed to work. So maybe we need to just tweak something. So, but listen, again, you know, we're halfway through the season. We're at the start of 2019, and you know, I say massive credit to our boys. You know, it's the same, pretty much the same group that started the year with us. You know, we don't bring in players left, right, and centre. We're challenging up there, and yes, today's a disappointment, but we'll take it on the chin.
And in terms of any injury news?
No injuries.
So now prepare for Torquay ahead. Tough game.
Oh, you know, obviously it's a huge game. They're a full-time side. You know, we should be going there and getting beaten, but you know, that's what we love about our boys. You know, we tend to try and, you know, be that party spoiler a little bit, and you know, we know it's going to be a really tough journey, and you know, they're absolutely flying. I think they're 8 on the bounce before today, so I don't, you know, obviously they've got to play today at 3. Gary Johnson, very experienced manager, and we're going to have to be right at the races to get anything from the game. But we'll go there, we'll give it a real good go. But listen, you know, what great games to be involved in. You know, from where we were 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago, to where we are now, it's massive, and you know, we'll keep improving, and we have been. So we'll just take our medicine today, and we'll go again.
And what's the hopes for 2019 looking ahead?
Oh, just be positive. You know, we've said all along we want to be competitive, yeah, you hear 1 or 2 moans here, and you know, that's just football. You know, that's football fans. They're probably not the fans that come and watch us in the last two away games. So you know, you have to take that on the chin. I think we just have to realise that, you know, we always want it to be competitive. We're competitive. We've not lost the game by more than a goal all season. And we've won 10 games, you know, in 22. So it's a good start, coupled with the FA Cup run. It's you know, we're delighted with where we are, and yes, we keep wanting to move on and improve, and we'll continue to do that. But fair play to our boys.
Thanks, Jim.
All right, cheers.